We're at the time of today's show where I get to speak with our guest, and he's here to speak to us about a new special collection released in the journal Wildlife Research. This collection aims to recognise and celebrate the leadership and collaboration of Indigenous Australians in wildlife research.
We wanted to make sure that all of the research that was published as part of the collection had genuine partnerships with Indigenous people. We have a real range within this collection of the types of projects you can see happening, from those that are led by Indigenous academics doing research on their country or on others' country. You also see the idea of traditional custodians putting their priorities and perspectives forward, whether that's by acknowledging and identifying culturally significant entities and inviting non-Indigenous researchers in to help the traditional custodians answer important questions to that group. For instance, in Arnhem Land, the Iroquois Rangers came together with non-Indigenous researchers to basically identify all the species that were of cultural significance to them, and also looking at the species that, from a Western science perspective, were considered to be endangered or threatened in some way, and starting to take a clear-eyed look at where can we find the commonalities and the way we might be able to manage these species, but also the country that they're dependent on. And then you see the mutual benefits, I guess, as well for non-Indigenous researchers coming into country and in respectful relationships with traditional custodians. It is greatly increased, just the access of traditional knowledge that can help inform the research, but also the large areas of country that mob are custodians of and have access to through the Indigenous estate. We're probably at a point where we're turning the corner on just having a quantum of studies that have made their way into peer-reviewed literature that push these ideas of country, but also this right-way approach to science. I think we're starting to close that gap. This collection, I guess, is part of addressing sort of the dearth of Indigenous-led and genuine partnership projects